Hello everybody, Max here with a Website Pro, and today we're going to do another PHP encryption tutorial. Now this is a continuation of my post, but I figured I would do another video because a lot of people were like, okay, well, whenever you hit search and you type in the name, like Bert, and it shows up, I've already extracted it, but when you hit submit, you could see that we have the encrypted name from the database and the decrypted name, but a lot of people weren't liking the way that functions. So what I did is I created another search because I like the way this works. I mean, you find everything instantaneously, and it requires bootstrap and a little jQuery, but who cares, right? I mean, here is another way to do it. So if we want to look for something that has the word max in it. Okay, we hit submit, and here we can see we have three results with the word max. Let's say if we're looking for a word, maybe a truck, truck, and there we have the one with the word truck. And if we click on it, it gives you all the information, Maximus, the ugly trucker, blah blah blah. And then if you look at the database here, I have a database called users, and then users I have called database called people, and you can see that all of this is indeed encrypted. Okay, so if anybody tried to steal this database, they would have no chance of deciphering this without the key. All right, as I mentioned in a couple videos ago. Now, a lot of PHP developers, they don't like this. But this is more like for whenever you're doing your own applications. Can you integrate it into WordPress? Yeah, you probably could, but next WordPress update, it's going to be overwritten, right? I mean, this is for like developers developing their own kind of thing, and if they want that extra layer of security, where if somebody steals your database, then good luck trying to figure out what it is, because without the key, they cannot decipher these because it's an there's several different ingredients here. OpenSSL, you got let me show you the code here. So this is how search 2 is working. Basically, you have the search form, and you saw the search form. Let me get back up here for you. On search 2, this is the search form. This is where you'll type in something. Okay, and after it's submitted, it goes to the top of the page and it sees if anything's submitted, and it uses the queue in the post. And right away here, you'll notice it says select all from people. Is it selecting everything from people? Yeah, that's the way the database is. But then we start an array. Okay, and then we're going to create this array in a while loop. Now, we have to decrypt the name and the email in order for it to be searchable. Okay, so we decrypt the name and the emails, and I put them string to lower, so we don't have to guess about the case, right? Uppercase or lowercase. It's just all lowercase. And in there, after we decrypt the name and the email, we put it into this array here. Okay, and then I just echo out the paragraph tag, search results below. If nothing appears, there's no results. And so if a person is searching for something, let me bring this back up here, and let's say the word foo, okay, hit submit, then they just get that result right there. But if we type in something like Bert, which I know is in the database, you can see there it is. Okay, so let's go on a little bit further. Let me move this out of the way. And then I start my for each loop for my array. And then this is the variable that we're looking for. As long as that's not equal to false, then we're going to take the item, which is this whole thing, this whole array here, and the array as item. And what we're going to do is we're going to extract that ID number. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. I'm grabbing the ID number because that's the very first thing in the array. And then after that, I want everything except the ID number, and so I use the SUB substring, right? And then what I do is I echo out the ID number in the c.php. I use the q as the query parameter equals whatever the ID number is. And here's a little bit of bootstrap stuff. And then the display, which the display is everything except for the ID number, is what you see. So let's look at that. So everything here is what you see in that for each loop. Now, if there's no results, it just shows nothing, okay? So, and that's why I included that right there. But you could see it's nice and fast. Even if you type in a section like Max instead of Maximus, it shows you every result that has Max in it, or MCC. That's what I kind of like about this, okay? Now, the only backdraw about this is if you're entering more than one word, like Max McCullough, then it's not going to show you any results, okay? So that's the only drawback on this. Maybe in a future tutorial, I'll show you how to do it with 2 words. But I got to do what I have time for. But anyway, notice right here we have a reference link, and it's going to the c.php page. Now, when you go to the C page, you'll notice that it's going to get the query parameter, get, and then we're going to query the database, select all from people where ID is Q. Now, we know that the ID is not encrypted, okay? That would be a bad practice anyway, right? So anyway, if we go here, we could see the IDs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 120. You know, I was messing around here. Even if you use 120 or 5040, it always gets that first ID number. Okay, and then I have a table here, a bootstrap table that I use, and here I have the 3 column names: name, email, and date. And you can see that right here. If we go, let me go type Bert. You can see name, email, date, and then the results below. Okay, and that's where we have this while loop. And now notice I'm decrypting once again in the while loop, and then showing, of course, the date is not encrypted, so I didn't have to decrypt that. But the name, email, and reg date. Now I could have encrypted the reg date if I wanted to. You can encrypt anything. You can even encrypt text and images and whatever. You can do anything with this. That's why I like it, and I like it because nobody else is doing it, and it really protects that database. So I really don't care if anybody steals my database, because without the key, they'll never be able to decipher the codes. All right, so I'm going to upload this script here to the website, and hopefully you guys, you'll be able to go through it and benefit from it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, I'd love to hear from you. Please like, share, and subscribe if you get a chance, and I will see you in the next video tutorial.